In today's video, I'm testing out my brand new Sony CX405 camcorder. So this is a brand new camcorder that I've just got. It's actually exactly the same as the camera that NZBus and Jamie's Rail Photography and a few other people that I know are currently using. I've been using a Sony camcorder for years, so it was a pretty easy choice for me to stick with Sony. And today I'm going to be putting the camera through its paces. So I'm in central Wellington and the first stop is at the Old Bank Arcade. For today's video I've come to the Old Bank Arcade. I'm going to start this video because I have got a brand new camera. I've got a new Sony CX405, which is the same camera that NZBus uses. It's the same camera that Jamie's Rail Photography uses and a couple of other YouTubers from around the country as well. And so today we're going to give the camera a quick test. We're going to go put it through its paces. This place is just such a beautiful building, so I really can't think of really anywhere better to give my new camera a thorough testing. And just look at the signage, it's just awesome. Okay, so time to test out the new camera on a lift, and the indicator's just come out of sleep mode, so I'm not the only person using it. Typical, it's going up first. Typical. Right. Oh, come on. Here we go. Second floor's locked. Let's go to one. Nothing like a nice 1990s Schindler glass lift. Lots of my followers are familiar with this lift, of course. Come on. Oh, even a little bit of classic levelling there. Awesome. Whilst we're here, I just wanted to give you a look at these amazing custom-made fire call points, actual brass fire alarm call points, and I've never seen this anywhere else. Looking just at the shape and the font of the writing, I can tell that this is based on a Vigilant 130 fire call point, but the operating switch inside is actually from a Patronic call point. So what I don't know is whether these were originally Vigilants and they've had the switches replaced, or whether the covers were made with the switches. I don't know, because I didn't get into fire alarms till last year, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, these are really cool. Yeah, so this is the Patronic call point. This is the call point that switch actually belongs to, rather than the Vigilant design ones that are up there. Next we head over to the Victoria Parking Centre to check out the 70s OTIS lifts in there. I haven't filmed these lifts for a while, so it's nice to see how they're doing. Okay, so next part of my camera test, I've come to Wilson Parking, the Victoria Parking Centre, to check up on some old OTIS lifts that I have not actually ridden now, or well, at least not filmed at least, for quite some time. That button has seen better days. Which one is it going to be? I'm actually amazed that these lifts are still original. They've spent a lot of money.
You've already done it once?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that cam's been done. Where are you going?
I was just upstairs.
Okay. Good, they're taking the stairs. Like, they've spent an awful lot of money renovating this car park. You know, the new parking light technologies have repainted the whole site. And then, but all they've done in the lifts is they've just put in new cab walls, and that's it. It's the rest of it is still completely as it was. Old OTIS logo. Leveling could be better. Here we are at the top floor. Oh, and the lift's gone. But awesome Lexan. Becoming there's still plenty of Lexans around these days, but I think they're gradually becoming harder and harder to find. Look at the state of some of these doors though. Sometimes it amazes me that these lifts are still running, but clearly the owners of the car park are keen to look after them. I love that. When you hear a fire alarm, there is no fire alarm in this car park. Yeah, that levelling could be better. Back to 1. I don't even know if the other lift car even works, but... And the indicator is fully operational. Nice. These lifts don't do classic levelling though, sadly. Which does sometimes make me wonder if they've had a controller modification, but the motors are definitely original. Anyway, it was nice to check up on these lifts and see that they're still working, which is always good. Now that we've done a couple of lifts, it's time to see how the camera does at filming some buses. And let's start off with a nice Tranzurban Scania K320. Now let's try out the camera on an older bus by going on an NZBus MAN 17223 1400 series. Okay, so to finish off, I'm up at university and no camera test would be complete without trying it out in my favourite kind of lift, an Ecodisc. So let's go and ride the ones in Kirk building. No camera test would be thorough without doing my favourite type of lift, an Ecodisc. No, locked. 6 is the highest open floor at the moment. The top floors are locked for construction at the moment because they're doing renovations. But some of the upper floors have to be open for wheelchair access into the old Kirk building next door because it doesn't have its own lifts. The only annoying thing about not being able to go to the top is that we can't hear the Ecodisc motors so well. Never mind. The voice isn't working on this one either. Yeah, this lift isn't talking for some reason. And finally, since we're up here, we may as well head over to the express lift in Cotton building and check out the new floor indicator that this lift has just had added. Decided that another great lift to test would be the express lift in the southern end of Cotton building, because this lift recently had a new floor indicator installed and I thought this was a great opportunity to show it off. Pretty cool indicator, I think. Doors could use some work. I've never seen this indicator before. KONE does all the maintenance here at the university, so I'm assuming that they've done this.